Oh shit! What up? So, the mad scientist that I am, I wanna check out a new build theory that I have going in my mind, because I've been thinking about this for a while, about a way to make a black cleaver build that doesn't make you a little bitch. You know, I want a black cleaver build that makes you fast, that gives you DPS, that you don't have to build full tank to make good. So here's a challenge I devised for myself. I want to make a black cleaver build that's not gonna use Triforce in it, but that's gonna remain responsive, fast, and that can still slap bitches so hard they uninstall League of Legends. And that's about it, so I'll get back to you when I'm gonna finally find a fucking game. So that game you saw was okay. Judging by the stats, that was actually a perfect game, but now I'm gonna show you how it's done. Oh, this one, the main difference between the two builds is that the Triforce build gets its power spike way sooner. With the Black Cleaver experimental fucking build, you're gonna get the Triforce level power spike, but it's gonna take quite a bit longer. About 10-15 minutes of a difference, and that's a lot, because you could usually get your Triforce by the 15th minute easily, sometimes 12th, 10th minute if you're doing extremely well. Well, let's say you're gonna get it like 18th minute, okay? And then you're like, boom! You have your power spike, and you're so strong, it's unbelievable. And Triforce components in general are gonna make you extremely strong. And when it comes to this build, experimental one, well, it's a little bit different, because it's not that you're gonna be weak, but you're definitely not gonna be as strong as the Triforce build up until like 25 minutes in the game. Generally, this build is about as good when it comes to dueling and whatnot. Could end up being slightly better in team fights overall because it's more durable and the DPS is the same, but the thing is the game's gonna need to last quite a bit longer if you want to make that build happen, because it's definitely gonna take you more items to get to where you want to be. Is he really gonna want to fight me? Okay. Unlucky. The early game doesn't change. The masteries are the same except for one thing, because I really wanted to make sure I'm gonna be using my CDR to its fullest potential. I wanted to make sure that I took the 5 extra CDR on my masteries. That's whatever. Basically, the way I see this build in my mind is you wanna get Phage, then you possibly want to get Sheen, then you want to finish your Black Cleaver, get Boots, get Phantom Dancer, then get Frozen Gauntlet, and then just whatever. Okay, this should be good. Do you not see that I am level 6? I don't know how he got that kill, but so the fact that I didn't get the reset just means I cannot kill this guy. It's no W probably. What is this bitch doing here, huh? And he was dead too. Like he was 100% dead. Because you have Nidalee over here, huh? He wouldn't be fighting me otherwise. But when it comes to risky builds, like, this is still very reliable. Like, this build is way more reliable than the Triforce one, and Triforce build is already pretty reliable. Can you do something, please? For God's sake. Do you wanna jump now? I deserve that kill. Oh, guess your ult doesn't work if somebody is dead, huh? That's pretty unlucky. Is he gonna ult? No, he ulted mid. Okay, got final answer now. Next item is going to be Iceborne Gauntlet, which also is going to cap out our CDR. Can we kill this TF? I keep making the same mistake. I believe that my team managed to get some movement abilities out of the enemies during the fight, but I'm always wrong. They always have their mobility left. Keep wasting my time just because I'm expecting my team to force something out, but no. Each and every single time I'm disappointed. I hope you're not getting away from this one. I want to get like one more wave so I can get my Iceborne. It's really important to me right now because it's gonna give me armor. And I probably could use some armor. At this point, when you got Black Cleaver and Iceborne Gauntlet, you don't want to get any more CDR items because you're gonna be overcapping that. And you don't want to overcap stats. What the fuck is this? I don't know what he's doing. I was 100% boosted out of that trundle. What the fuck was that? You never do that. Why would you fight a 5 stacks Darius that has Noxian Might on? Ridiculous. It's hard to test a build's viability when you're playing against enemies that suck dick. Like the only person in their team, like I can maybe call 2 people out that they're not shit. Maybe Caitlyn and this Nidalee. I'm playing against 2 people, which doesn't make me too confident in this build just yet. Not bad. Okay, get in. If I had the reset I would have killed them now, but fine. Pretty easy. Just get the fucking Nexus, please. So game 2 of the build testing. So far so good. So before I give out my final verdict on this build, I want to give it one more shot. I want to give it one more shot, not because I'm not satisfied with what was done before. I'm very satisfied. 2 beautiful victories, but I have a feeling that the 2 previous games and me doing exceptionally well were more because the enemies were idiotic boosted pieces of shit than the build actually being extremely strong. So I want to test it out just one more time and then I'll see. So look! A game! I've been looking at the screen for the past 30 seconds. This is nice. The game crashed, I logged back in, and apparently I dodged. Make of that what you will. But I'm not gonna give up just yet. I'm not gonna count the previous game as a loss because of my build. I'm not even gonna consider that a game because I didn't have a team. I don't consider 4 dead fucking rats a team. Hence why. The last strike. Let's see how it goes. Devil.
place, mash up the place.
I think I'm gonna call this experiment over. I think I got enough of a sample size to declare that this build isn't worth that much. For a couple of reasons, mainly that it is way too expensive and requires too much time to execute properly. As you can see, it requires 3 items to function properly: Black Cleaver, Iceborne Gauntlet, and Phantom Dancer. And while they are very powerful items, they together cost also a lot of gold and require a lot of time. Meanwhile, the Triforce build, while still considered risky by some retards, costs 4k gold less and gives you a power spike way earlier. Does that mean this build is useless? Almost. Because the core build of this experimental fuck build consists of Sheen and Phage, the same items that a Triforce build would build. This means that if for some reason, I don't even give a shit and I couldn't name any at this point, but if for some reason you wanted to go Triforce build but you declare that you wanna fuck that shit because it's gonna make you kill yourself or your mom's gonna die or your house is gonna burn down, I don't fucking know, then you could go for this, because the core items, Phage and Sheen, are the same. Keep in mind though, that if you wanna build this build, you're gonna need to get a lot of gold and wait quite a bit before it's finished. When it is, however, I feel like it is potentially a little bit stronger than the Triforce build in the late game. Other than that, either go the full Black Cleaver build because it's cheaper than this, or the Triforce build because it's more aggressive and gives you a bigger power spike. Oh, and also, fuck Riven mains!